Transference is the reenactment of Scripture without God. The analyst becomes priest, the patient a reluctant mystic. Transference is the modern form of divine infatuation. The couch replaces the altar, truth becomes a ritual of uncertainty. There are no different kinds of love, only different distances from the same flame. Transference and true love are mirrors facing one another. The analytic setting is a controlled conflagration. Resistance is the erotic form of knowledge. Every refusal hides a wish to be persuaded. The will to truth is the will to persuade. Every claim of truth hides a demand for belief. Conviction is the polite name for coercion. To be absolutely right is a moment of madness. The fascist state of mind is certainty without curiosity. Say whatever comes into your head, the most coercive invitation in history. The free association is a leash disguised as freedom. Honesty without tact is cruelty. Tact without honesty is theology. In the unconscious, truth and fiction are indistinguishable. A fiction invested with feeling may be truer than any fact. Desire is the grammar of fiction. The lie with effect is the soul's autobiography. The analyst reads for temperature, not logic. Don't worry about what I'm reading. Just hear the words. It is a science of the in-between. Its method is hesitation. Truth is the unnecessary luxury of the unfeeling. Truth is the unnecessary luxury of the unfeeling. The unconscious has no criteria, only echoes. Truth is what happens to an idea. We call something true when it pleases us to agree. True is a term of applause, not revelation. The pragmatist's honesty is performative gratitude. To say that's true is to say, let's continue. Reality is the most persuasive wish. The correspondence with reality is itself metaphor. We call it real when it resists our desire. The reality principle is the superego of philosophy. Every fact is a wish that survived interrogation. There are two truths, the truth of wishing and the truth of what resists wishing. The first creates, the second corrects. Too much truth kills desire. Too much wish destroys reality. Between them lies the analytic hour, the measured pulse of becoming. Certainty is the most seductive drug of civilization. The fanatic is the only one who cannot tolerate wishing. Every ideology is a prophylactic against uncertainty. To abolish ambiguity is to abolish life. Doubt is democracy in the psyche. The women of elemental passion are the patron saints of psychoanalysis. They refuse reduction. They preserve the sovereignty of feeling. Their error is fidelity to their own truth. Language is both the cure and the disease. To speak is to lose immediacy. Life is lost the moment it is named. Yet only naming allows us to share the loss. Every sentence is a small betrayal of effect. Its faith in words conceals nostalgia for the body. We are animals tortured by syntax. Truth is a metaphor that forgot its origin in flesh. Each interpretation is a tomb for sensation. Effect precedes representation. Feeling is the first truth, language the apology. Representation colonizes sensation. The pre-linguistic is the untranslatable core of being. The first cry was not communication, but presence. Truth begins as wish, becomes law, and returns as fiction. Every destruction of truth must first grasp it. Love is the experiment by which we test our truths to breaking. Wishing is the first philosophy. Doubt its conscience. Not in knowledge, but in the undecidable intimacy between truth and desire. We have art so that we may not perish from the truth. Truth burns, art teaches us how to breathe in the smoke. Every artwork is a prosthesis for surviving revelation. Beauty is anesthesia for the metaphysical pain. Art is the dream the intellect tells itself to stay alive. Modernity oscillates between truth's hunger and truth's disbelief. We crave to see through illusions even as we despair of seeing anything real. Suspicion is our last shared faith. We unmask everything except the desire to unmask. The will to truth is the last superstition. Desire is the new epistemology. Eros took over the work of the Logos. To speak of sexuality is to speak of revelation disguised as appetite. The unconscious is the body's philosophy of knowledge. What is passion for truth when truth may not exist? What is a passion for sex when satisfaction may not exist? Desire persists precisely where the object is doubtful. The absent object is the most faithful lover. We live by courting what we do not believe in. If the object of desire doesn't exist, desire itself becomes the object. The psyche is the machine that keeps wanting regardless of supply. The unconscious believes in objects the conscious mind denies. Faith in the non-existent is the secret of vitality. The symptom is devotion to what never was. An object of desire is not a thing, but a relation. Desire gives objects their existence retroactively. To love something is to invent it. The object is the residue of the pursuit. We call it truth when the invention convinces even us. If our objects of desire don't exist, what are they for? If our objects of desire don't exist, what are we for? Human meaning is organized around fiction treated as facts. The animal eats, the human interprets. The hunger for meaning is the mutation made. The hunger for meaning is the mutation that made us suffer. To exist is to live as if our objects existed.